All right, everyone. Check, check, mic check. So, I figured as the music's fading out, it'd be a good time to transition. Hello, hello. Guys, I'm going to start things off a little different today. Let's get the music bumping first. All right, let's go ahead, switch over the camera. I just got, oh, wrong screen. Come on. Hello. All right, everyone. So, I'm gonna start things off a little different today. I know you saw in the title of the video that I do have some huge announcements, or I guess news for you guys, and I'm gonna just get this out of the way first because I know a lot of you here watch the replay. And for those who are tuning in live who can, I really do appreciate every single one of you here right now. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, watching me, listen to me talk, and hopefully, you know, just listen to what I have to say. It really does. I really do appreciate it. All I'm going to say is you never know when things are going to change. And I want to take the time to thank you guys now. So thank you. I'm gonna be straightforward with you guys. I'm very discombobulated right now. Something happened in my personal life that I wasn't necessarily ready for it to happen, but at the same time, I was working towards this goal anyway. And I'm gonna let you guys, I feel weird even talking about this because it's never happened to me before, but surprisingly, I'm okay. Because I'm kind of excited. This is a new chapter of my life that we're just going to be starting today. So news is, guys, I'm going to be committing to this channel full time now. And, you know, I wanted to do my best to build upon that at a different time, or at least in the future. But I got fired from my job today. I wasn't expecting it. Nah, I did plan on leaving my job and focusing on this full time at a future point when things are a little bit more established. But you know what? I'm not a religious person. Not that actually. Well, I believe in a higher power, in God, I would say, but I don't necessarily commit to one religion. But sometimes I think life and God throws certain opportunities at you that I think that you can't necessarily just ignore. I think you can definitely, when life gives you an opportunity, you go ahead and take it and take a chance on it. And due to the circumstances of what's been going on in my life and what happened as of today, I am now not, I guess, tied to a job. So I figured while everything was going on, while this is going on, I'm doing my best to build my own community and help you guys out as much as I can. And I think that this is a great segment and a great time to focus on that full time. And so I'm very, very nervous, very scared because I've never done this before, but I'm also very excited because I know I can do it. How long is that going to take? I don't know. Luckily, I do okay for myself when it comes to trading. I do okay with, you guys are awesome supporters. Supporting the channel, supporting me. You guys have definitely helped me out, and I do thank every single one of you for help getting me to this point. It's seriously unbelievable that you guys are actually here watching me live now. If you're watching the replay, thank you guys so much. But I think this is a great turning point in my life, and I'm gonna need you guys' help. And I'm not asking you to send me money. I'm not asking you to, sign up for the Discord. You guys don't have to, but it would help me a good amount. And just even by doing this is helping me a ton. There's seven of you guys in here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, watching. FOMO Joe, there's always a way to turn a negative into a positive. Exactly. That's why, if I had nothing else going on, I would be a little bit more scared, a little bit more nervous, but surprisingly, I'm good. I talked to a friend on the phone before I hopped on here, and he was like, you seem pretty good for what's going on. It's like, yeah, because I'm not worried. I really think I could turn this into something. So thank you guys so much again. I'm definitely going to be doing this full time be on the lookout for more videos from me. I'm very excited, and I hope you guys can join me on this journey. If not, no worries. Hopefully, let's go here and make some money. Let's do it. Let's see. Life sometimes gives you a blessing in disguise. Absolutely, FOMO Joe. I absolutely agree. So that's why there's been a couple times in my life where I've definitely have seen opportunities come my way, and I've definitely, not taken that chance, and I'm not going to do that this time. When you're young, when you don't have any serious obligations in life, I think everyone should absolutely go ahead and pursue their dreams. For me, my dream is I always wanted to help people out. Didn't have to be crypto related. Like, I always found myself reaching out, helping others in my personal life. And I definitely think this is a way I can do this on a mass scale. I know, crypto doesn't necessarily have the best rap, doesn't have the best reputation, but I definitely think I can do my best to help you guys out as much as I can if you guys are going to pursue this. So that's what I feel like my calling is. Hopefully we can make that happen. Hopefully I'm here for the long haul, and I'll invite you guys to join me on this journey if you haven't. If you're new to this, welcome. Hoping to see you guys more often. FOMO Joe, I haven't seen you around. Thank you so much for stopping by, dropping great words of wisdom here. I really do appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you on future streams. If not, just in the future on the channel in general. But guys, I'm sorry, that was a 10-minute rant or 5-minute rant. I'm gonna go ahead and say, if you guys want to support the channel, if you guys want to support me, if you guys are interested in learning more about the ABC method, how to become a better trader in general, guys, check out the Patreon link in the description. There is a monthly charge, because I think there's a good enough information for you to get accustomed to and practice. I'm not trying to keep you in a lifetime. You guys are welcome to join for a lifetime if you are. There is an option for that. They'll give you access to more future updates for the channel or for the Discord. I plan on doing more sessions in the future, private sessions for the group, and I think that's going to be a key component of getting good access to me and helping a little bit more of a one-on-one connection. It's absolutely not necessary. Like I said before, I'm not going to sit here and beg, because that's not what I do. Let's see. I'm sure you will do great. Alan Clark, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I'm here for the long haul. VIP. Oh, thank you so much, Joe. Okay. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support, man. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I'm kind of just, this is all just, I'm kind of absorbing this and just still processing this, that this happened. It came out of left field, to be honest. And I know my boss my former boss watches this channel. And, I have no bad blood with my old job. I really don't. He was great to me. And, if you're watching this, Mike, thank you so much again. No hard feelings. Like, you definitely stuck your neck out for me, and I definitely won't forget that. So thank you so much again for the opportunity. So no bad blood. Even my general manager, great guy. The place I worked at, the people I worked with were great. Some people not so much, but mostly everyone was great. So I really can't complain. I had a great opportunity there. So, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and talk shit or say anything negative, because they really did treat me well. What's up, man? Congrats, man. Screw Twitter anyway. You're going to kill it. Let's go. Marshman, unfortunately, Elon did not get work for Twitter, unfortunately. But let's go. I appreciate it. G Nashy, I'm newish here. Been watching for a couple months. From what I've seen, you're going to be more than good on your new journey, guys. I can't believe this. This is all, like, you guys are absolutely phenomenal. Wow. Thank you guys so much. I know there's only a couple of you in here, but I will never forget your guys' names. Like Barshman, FOMO Joe, G Nashy. I know that you're newish here. Thank you so much for stopping by, supporting. I seriously won't forget this. This is definitely a turning point in my life. So I'm excited. Let's kill it. I hope you guys can join me on this journey and kill it as well. So, You the dog. We're all here just glad to have you. Thank you guys so much. Like, you guys are seriously unfucking believable. You rock. Get on with it. All right. So let's talk TA, guys. Like, you know, you guys appreciate every single one of you hyping me up here. Before I do that, go, you know, check out the link in the descriptions if you guys are interested. Don't do it because you feel bad. All right, I'm okay, guys. But I would appreciate you guys don't have to at all. So let's get on with the TA here. So as you can see, without me going too far into, you know, talking about ABCs from a traditional pattern perspective, we are doing decent in holding this Adam and Eve. Now, if you don't know what an Adam and Eve is, basically it's a, you know, in crypto, it's technically an inverse Adam and Eve. A regular Adam and Eve, it's going to be basically a sharp incline, you know, as some sort of rapid retest, and then another rounded top. Something like that. And then if you break the neckline, you know, that's going to look bearish and it's going to break down. The inverse, obviously, it's opposite. And that's particularly what I like to look for in longer term bullish patterns on a macro perspective. On basically, you have this retracement here, a sharp decline, I guess a rapid retest, and then we're definitely doing a great job at forming some sort of rounded bottom here. And if we keep this up, definitely gonna be looking bullish. You know, I want to see price definitely kind of work its way. I don't know exactly how it's gonna play out, but I want to see some aggressive move to the upside and into where we can break out of this and get a good retest. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a bull market, but this pattern has led to previous, you know, significant pumps in the past. So I definitely wouldn't put it past price to go ahead and put in some sort of major pump. If that does happen, I'm going to be very excited. The account's going to be doing very good. But that's primarily what I'm looking for. Now, let's talk ABCs and let's talk alternatives here. There's a couple things I want you guys to consider. Yes, the Adam and Eve is important. Does it have to hold? No. Primarily what I look at and what we, you know, in this channel, what we primarily look for is ABCs. Now, the main idea with the ABC I have for the larger term scale is something like this. All this action here is an ABC to an A to a B. I guess I'll draw it out for you quick. ABC. All right, and that's going to be an A. And then we have this ABC here. A, B, C. Now, I know that's not the best, but technically that is a lower low. Yeah. So that's going to be a B. And now I want to see a ABC form to the upside on a little bit of a larger scale. So I don't know how this is going to form, but I could definitely see something like this. Maybe come down here, form an A. That might be a larger A. You know, maybe a B, and then here, something like that. I don't know how exactly it's going to play out. I'm kind of just spitballing, ballparking it here. So, but overall, I'm looking for a much larger C wave to extend. Now, the main thing to keep in mind and main thing to pay attention to is that break of this high here, of the top of the A. So it's tending going to be 25,195. Or I guess in this case, 25,219. Somewhere like the 25,200 area. All right, just I'll zoom in. Actually, let me get rid of this and get the exact number here for you guys. That's pretty much as close as I can get to exact. All right, so 25,250. If we get a break above that, that's going to turn into a much larger ABC here. And from there, I could definitely will consider shorts in the longer term, just in case that this is very similar to what happened back in last January. You know, this area price action here. To be honest, it looks pretty similar. I'm not going to say exactly that this is exactly what's going to happen, but this looks pretty good from an ABC perspective here. So you have an A to a B to a C. All right, same thing here. Bigger A to a B to a C. From there, this would definitely be a pattern for me to keep an eye out if price does want to go to 12K. Now, I know the title was a little bit misleading. I wasn't necessarily talking about a straight drop to 12K, but I do want to see something like this form just in case that if it's going to do it, I think this is the way it's going to happen. So just keep that in mind. Let's go over the alternative. There's another alternative here. Now, the only thing I could see that's an alternative to what we just talked about is perhaps this A to a B to a C, which you mentioned is an A. This A to a B to a C here is going to be a bigger B wave. Now, if you guys can sit here and look at this and basically put the last piece of the puzzle together, the most important thing to keep an eye out on is a break of this low. All right, if that happens, this could definitely turn into a larger different situation to where this larger ABC forms. And from there, we can go back and say, now guys, I talked about this a couple times in the past. One of the alternatives to what this entire bear market could have been is to an A, to a B, to a C. Now, the thing I was questioning the most, whether this was going to be the bottom or if we were going to put in another leg down here. So I will always keep this option open, because the alternative for me, or at least the main scenario, was if this level wasn't broken, I was primarily looking for this ABC to form. All right, and then this low would have been the actual bottom before possibly putting in another bigger leg to the downside. Something like that. All right, that's pretty much what I was aiming for. So we'll have to see. Like I said, the alternative is, if we can narrow it down to two options. If price doesn't break this high, we could definitely look for a break of the low here. And this, my friends, is this pretty much how you're able to basically come up with a plan. How I like to describe putting ABCs together, or how to view ABCs, it's kind of like putting pieces of a puzzle together. All right, your A wave is going to be like almost putting like the outer edge of the puzzle together first. That's kind of the easiest. From there, the B and the C is kind of like figuring out the combinations of what the puzzle could be. And when you kind of dumb it down to more macro, more important levels, you'd be surprised how easy it is to kind of put the rest of the piece of the puzzle together. Because even though, like I said before, this low has to be broken in order for an ABC to form within this area of price action here. To me, if it's going to come down and break, I honestly think it's going to come down and break this low here. And who knows how far this can go. But if this level down here does break, I'm looking for a reclaim. And from there, I can go back and say, you know what? This is a much larger, put together, completed A to a B to a C. And that, my friends, is basically how I do things. This is the best way to approach ABCs. Now, I know for a lot of you guys, this is a much larger time frame scenario. This is more of a macro swing trading setup. To me personally, this is the way to go. The only reason why is because when you zoom out on the broader perspective and you figure out the levels that are more important, it's a lot harder to get lost in the sauce, is what should I call it. It's a lot harder to mix yourself up with different opportunities. When you go to a smaller time frame, to a very small perspective, you can find yourself getting lost very, very easily. So keep that in mind. Those are the options for BTC. All right, so I have my levels marked out. Whatever happens, happens. I have my long from down here. All right, if not, I'm looking for that level to break, and I'm looking for a retest of at the minimum, this area here. I'm looking for possibly, well, most likely more upside. But me personally, I have to keep that level in mind just in case that we do come up there and fail. Let's go down to ETH. ETH has been pretty much in the same boat. Pretty much on the large, I keep saying pretty much. On the much larger scale, I'm looking for a much larger A to B to C to form here. But, is that C going to carry us through, much higher price, retesting much higher price action? Or is it just going to come up here, fail the high, and then potentially go down to a very, at least lead to a bigger reversal that can lead us back down to that lower low? Or also the other possibility is something like this happening. That's entirely possible, and we just go up from there. absolutely possible as well. I just have to keep the bigger options, the bigger possibilities in mind while I'm doing this. So the level I'm looking for to be tested and broken, as long as this B is held, is going to be that 2039. Now, regardless, even if ETH does come down here and does something like this, if that's the case, I still am primarily looking for this high to be tested because, you know, this structure looks bullish. Now, things might change, kind of looking at the in-between stuff, how that's going to work out, but I have to take it one level at a time. And for me, as long as BTC is above that 1217, me personally, I'm going to be looking for a much larger swing to the upside, just in case. But obviously, it doesn't have to happen. So let me mark that level out for you guys. You know, and if price does continue to fall, I'll have to reevaluate, and we'll take a look at that setup when time comes. But as of now, long as it's above there, and it's also above the more macro level A here, which is about 1420. So definitely going to be keeping an eye out on that just in case. But like I said, if this structure holds and this looks good over the course of time, me personally, I'm going to want to see the very least a retest of this high. And if that does happen, the account's going to be doing phenomenal. Yes, guys, I'm drinking apple juice. I don't know why I was feeling apple juice today. That was like the only thing in my fridge that I felt like drinking besides water. Let's go over a couple things. All right, so fortunately, I mentioned this in the Discord group. My dumbass did not enter the Solana short. Kind of kicking myself in the butt for that. But I'll go over the setup here shortly. Primarily, what I was looking for is this level to maintain. Now, we do have the availability for Solana to come down here and break this low. But it's almost like BTC. If we're going to fail and continue down to this level, I'm going to assume, or I'm going to be primarily looking for that 2569 level to be broken. If that level does break, that's going to form a much larger, more macro ABC here. And to me, that's going to look phenomenal. Marshman, oh, thank you so much. Mega smash the like button. Thank you. I noticed you said that before. Thank you so much, Marshman. I'm sorry I didn't notice that before. Me closing at that 2039. No. So the goal is, Marshman, to hold these trades until I see a continuation setup. Now, the way I've been approaching my trade setups recently have changed. Before, I used to look for certain targets, certain areas, you know, based on either fib levels or local highs and local lows. I'm changing that up a bit. After reading Trader Tom's book, Biggest Loser Wins, I think that's the name of it. Yeah, guys, go check that out. I'll put a link in the description for it if I haven't done it yet. I definitely will, and I should if I haven't. But one of the things he talks about is making the most, basically making the most out of every trade that you can. Don't take profit too early. Understand when to take profit, when to compound. It's a very important thing. And one of the things I've noticed, especially going over this bear market, is it seems like the best way to get the most out of price action is to try to play into the continuation of the bigger trend. Throughout this entire bear market, the way to play it was to find ABC shorts. All right, I'll go ahead and mark these here. You took your first short there. And then you have another one here. I'm going to do my best to kind of do this as fast as I can. And so the way I would take profit is if as soon as I find another setup, I will take profit on the original setup and re-enter on the new setup. And then same thing again. All right, you have an ABC here. Now, Marshman, I'm only planning on taking hedges at those levels that you just mentioned. I don't plan on closing my position because I'm trying to make the most out of price action. When this new ABC forms here on the short, take profit on this short. Even though it's not that much more, you take profit, let it ride. Same thing up here. ABC. You know, you definitely would have made a good amount here. Take profit, and re-enter, let it ride. Same thing, go in the opposite direction. What I plan on doing. We have an ABC short here, or ABC long position here. And then pretty much what I plan on doing is I'm going to let this ride. If I see, you know, something like this, if I see something like this, I might have to do this on this just to make things easier. This is just an example, Martian, but if we get a very nice pullback where I do see a setup, I will take profit on the original long here and reopen it up here, while simultaneously trying to hedge short just in case. Because what this will do is this will secure any profit I had left. And for me, this is a good enough setup for me to try to take. If it fails, great. I secured whatever profit I had. And if price decides to fail from here, I have the hedge short just in case. And I'm going to let this ride just in case this is a much larger pullback to where this could be the setup where we go down to 12K. But I will only take profit if I see a bullish setup that plays into the continuation of the trend that I'm playing. I mean, you have this is not the best example, but you do have one here as well. You know, if I have one there, I'll possibly take it. It has to match up with the same perspective I'm looking at as the original trade I was looking at originally, if that makes sense. I'm not going to sit there try to re-enter on a tiny ABC I found on a 15-minute time frame if I'm looking at the 1 hour, or the original entry I had was on a 1 hour chart. So that's how I plan on playing it. I basically will take profit and basically as trying to play the continuation of the trend that I'm originally taking. The only reason why I mentioned those higher levels for larger ABCs is to play a hedge against my original idea, just in case I'm wrong. Just in case. Got you. If I'm following you, thanks. Good, Martian. Hope that helps. And like over the course of time, like I'll update you guys. You'll see. I'll show you guys the positions I'm taking, and hopefully I can give you a better idea of how I do things. But let's go back to Solana. So pretty much for Solana, those are the levels I'm looking at. I will re-enter if we get back above 29.92. And then if that fails, I'm looking for a break and then a reclaim back up past 25. Something like that. We'll have to see what happens. Now let's talk about the short entry that I missed out on. You go to 30-minute. Now remember, guys, I mean, I can probably find this even on an hour. Okay, even on an hour, this is juicy. So I did see this ABC set up here. And basically, as long as Solana remained below 34.38, I'm definitely going to be going ahead and taking a short off of that. Unfortunately, I talked about it. I don't think I set a conditional. By the time I realized it was way too late. And then I ended up getting stopped out on my long. But I would have played that for sure if I was definitely looking at the charts at the time, or if I was paying attention to my setups. So that's the setup I was looking for Solana. Wow, I couldn't speak for a second. Now let's talk about something a little bit more that's a little bit more time sensitive. Now, LTC has a very, very nice macro ABC. You have this A to a B to a C here. That equals the A. And then this A to a B to a C equals a B. And we're working on a C. And if LTC can get back below, remain below 67.50, I will go ahead and short that. I already tried. I believe I already got stopped out. Actually, that's the wrong thing. I wanted to erase the blue one. So guys, just keep that in mind. If you guys are looking for a short entry as a hedge, just in case, go ahead and take a look at LTC. It's not financial advice, just letting you know what I'm doing. You guys can have the freedom to make your own decisions, but I do not advise you blindly just following me. Like I said, not a financial advisor. Don't follow me. Make your own decisions, but I'll show you how I'm looking at things. But I'm currently also holding a long off of this ABC within the B. So I'm doing fantastic on the LTC position. Right, and basically now the goal is just to let these two fight and see which position comes out on top. I'm primarily bullish for now. Things are definitely subject to change as price does develop in the future, but primarily that's what I'm looking at. Let's go over, let's see. Josh V, hype, buddy. How you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a while. I know you always comment on my streams after. I really, Josh, I know I might not like all of them, but trust me, I do see them. And I do absolutely greatly appreciate you for showing support by liking and commenting. Dude, it means the world to me. Thank you so much again, Josh. You've been an OG. I really do appreciate you. Let's see. Let's go over... For those of us that... let's see. For those of us that didn't get the earlier entries on long, short on BTC and ETH, it could be a long time for the pivots you marked out to hit. How would you suggest we get the best entries now? Work on a smaller time frame until the bigger pivots come into play. Unfortunately, G Nashi, to me, the major pivots that I focus on are basically what I stick to. The only thing I can possibly say, for example, like for BTC, like let's go to an hourly. The only thing I can possibly say is if BTC comes down in a fashion like this, let's say you have an A to a B to a C, and you have another A, B, C here, and then another A, B, C here, something like that. If BTC kind of forms a much larger, or not larger, but a decent sized ABC to the downside, that's the only way I would suggest you get in if you didn't get in at the bottom. Because personally, you know, the time the long was down here. And I can't necessarily recommend you go to a very small time frame. The only reason why is because if price is on its way or in the process of going in the direction that, let's say, we originally called for, it's not guaranteed to keep going that way. Price can easily just reverse on us here, and I think it wouldn't be the best way to try to FOMO, because, you know, I'm not in the best way possible. That's kind of a way of looking at things and trying to FOMO into a position. Like I said, just I want you to take what I say into consideration. Don't take it as gospel, just because I could be wrong. Like I'm human. I make, you know, I'm not always right. A lot of the times, you know, I can be right on general directions, but my entries aren't, how do I say this? The entries don't work out perfectly all the time. So unfortunately, the biggest thing I got to say is, if you're missing out on entries, do your best to mark out pivots ahead of time. So, and set alerts based on those pivots, just in case that you can try to catch movements as they're happening. The best way to do it, like I'll give you an example for something I'm looking at in real time. Let's say Solana. All right, so Solana has a very, I guess, a much larger macro entry here. Now, what I would do is, if you're not too sure, if you can't pay attention, set an alert on that ray, or at a certain point, you can set it based on price, set a conditional, and basically let the alerts let you know what's happening. Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't. You know, Marshman's right. It all comes down to patience. And yeah, the positions do come decently at a decent rate. I'm not going to say you're not going to find one every day. My thing is that if you're looking at multiple coins, I definitely can say it's a lot easier to find entries. Don't spread yourself too thin. No, they'll be looking at 50 different altcoins, trying to catch ABCs on all of them. Stick to the core basic ones, you know, BTC, ETH, Litecoin, and stick to higher cap coins. Something that has a lot of volume, high liquidity, higher market cap, just because ABCs respect higher liquidity, or sorry, bigger coins with larger liquidity, larger market caps respect ABCs more than smaller ones. So, got you, understood. Sounds like a plan. Like I said, I give you guys the entries here. Go ahead and mark the pivots out on your chart. If you want, if you get help with that, I can definitely 100% help you guys out. Feel free to DM me. My Discord information is in the description. It is Johnny Crypto. Let's see, Johnny Crypto 0099. But my link's in the description. If you guys need any help, go ahead and DM me as well. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and plug my stuff all day, but I do my own private Discord where I teach you guys how to navigate the markets better, how to navigate ABCs better. If you guys are interested, feel free to sign up. It's not required. Let's move on. But yeah, Nashi, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I can definitely help you out in the future if you're still having trouble. Farshad, hey buddy, how you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. Right, it's Monday. I'm all messed up, guys. This whole thing today just threw me in for a fucking loop, I'll tell you that. I am tired and shocked at the same time. Let's see. I think that's everything. Marshman, let me go over XRP, ADA, and I will go to sushi. Oh, you mentioned ADA. I'll look at Doge too. So pretty much for XRP, the major pivots are here. So I will be taking a head short just in case, based off of this larger ABC here. Right now, this is the B. Fortunately, it's not the cleanest, but I am open to the possibility of this happening. And then from there, that's the next major pivot. If price breaks down below and comes back up, I'm going to go ahead and long, as well as if price breaks above here and comes back below, I will absolutely go ahead and short just in case. So those are the levels to mark out just in case. I'm also taking a long, well, I am currently long off of this setup here. The only reason why is because I'm still kind of banking on the upside. So for me, this is a good enough structure for me to take. And until that structure fails, I'm sticking to this entry. So we'll have to see what happens from there. That's primarily what I'm looking for. But also, like I said, keep an eye on these pivots here. All right, I think that's it. Let me just mark these out one more time. All right, let's see. Cardano. Oh, guys. All right, hold on. Red alert. I'm taking an entry on ADA now, because I missed out before, and I feel stupid for missing out. Oh, I need to free up margin. God damn it. Let's see. Come on. Here you go. You free up some margin here. Guys, don't mind me. I'm just trying to get myself in a position in Cardano now. That's good enough. Trade now. ADA. USDT. So I'm only going to be using a little bit. So like 0.5% risk. So for me, my account without margin is sitting at like 700. So I'm using like, what's the, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do it on the screen for you guys. I'm gonna do it on my phone. I'm gonna do it on the screen. We're gonna do this position live, folks. Let me move my head. Make sure I'm getting the right pair. ADA. All right, still sitting on my entry. All right, just still sitting on my entry. Yes. Thought I signed in. Oh, I want to make sure I signed in here, folks. All right, apparently just didn't sign me in. Come on. Partying here. Oh. Okay, so we're in. Let's do ADA. Market. Do like 13 bucks. Buy long, stop loss. Leverage good, 25%. All right, a little bit under 350. Good, open it. Make sure your stop loss is set correct. Good. All right, cool. We're in. Now, like I said, I'm only using 0.5% risk. And that's based off of the existing margin that I have, not the unrealized profit. That's another thing some people get confused with, is unfortunately sometimes... All right, cool. We're in. So, guys, I'm in on Cardano. If it fails, it fails. I'm not too worried about it. Let me move my head back over here. All right. So, pretty much with ADA, as long as that 40.18 holds, I'm remaining bullish. There is an availability of something like this happening within the C. Definitely will keep that in mind, though, because we're not there yet. For me, the major macro pivot is more important. So just keep that level in mind. We're there, pretty much sitting there right now. So if you guys are looking for a opportunity, this is something I'm doing. Not something I recommend you guys do. So that's based off of this ABC. Now, until that low is broken, I mentioned before, this is the structure we're looking at. So let's see how that holds. I think that's everything. So let's go over Sushi. Marshman. Now, unfortunately, I haven't been playing Sushi, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I can see that if this is what you're looking at. Sushi has a very nice, larger ABC here. Fortunately, there's a lot of chop in this region. So I personally would not... I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure if I'm going to take this. If I do, I'm not going to be using, probably I'll maybe use like 0.25% of what I usually do. But that's pretty much it. If that's the case, the much larger structure looks something like this. Is that really all the price action we got? I might have to go. Might have to do Binance. Oh God. All right, so to me, this looks like something like this could be happening. If this wants to work out on a much larger pivot. So to keep in mind, the low of 86.5 cents. If that breaks and comes back above, I'll be bullish. But, you know, we do have the availability of this ABC playing out. So just keep that in mind for Sushi. And then you said, guys, if you have any questions too, we're just hanging out for a little bit. I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so I don't have to go to bed early. Oh, guys, no, I joke. All jokes aside, I mentioned this before. If you guys haven't caught the beginning of this, unfortunately, I was let go from my job today. Out of all things, was not expecting that, but oh well. I got other stuff going on. This I'm excited for. You know, I'm excited for the YouTube channel. I'm excited to help you guys out. Hopefully we can grow together. I'm really excited for what this holds. And this is definitely going to be a turning point in my life for me. This is just the beginning. So I'm very fucking excited for something that's happened that's pretty shitty. That would be really shitty for most people. I'm actually excited for. So, yeah, I'm going to be focusing on the channel a lot more. Got some cool stuff I have in mind. We're definitely going to be putting a lot more work into this. So possibly expect more videos from me. I'll have to see how because I have bills to pay as well. So I got to figure out how to structure everything that I have going on. So guys, we're just going to hang out for a little bit today. Okay, so guys, keep that in mind for ADA. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. And you wanted me to look at Doge, Marshman. If you're still here, I don't worry, I didn't forget about you. Much as I will never touch this coin with a 20-foot pole, you do have something interesting. Now, just as fast as things can go up, things can go down even faster. Keep this in mind. This is a much larger structure. But I would look for a potential short here. What the hell did I just do? There. Keep that in mind. Now, you do have the availability of... So the entry would be at 0923. You do have the availability of something like this happening. If that happens, I would go ahead and possibly look for an entry on Doge, depending on where the pivot is. As well as you do have something like this available as well. You can easily bottom here, put in another high, and then I would consider shorting that. Absolutely. So we'll have to wait until the structure forms a little bit better. I don't know why I just did that. We'll have to see how price develops in the future for Doge. But the two things to keep in mind is that 1585 and that 0923. If another structure forms to where we get a little bit more of a bullish setup, I don't know. I'm just going to pretend that this is the bottom here. If we do get something like this, I will absolutely say definitely keep that in mind. Me personally, I would never trade Doge. I don't recommend you guys trade Doge on leverage, but the availability for setup can be there depending on how this sets up. Now, I'm not banking on this being the bottom. I just kind of have to see what happens just in case. As of right now, these are your short entries. If we get back below 0923, short. If we get back above and back below 1585, short. So. Marshman, I hope that helped. Here, drink some water. Cheers. You know what's fucked up too? You know what's crazy? My birthday is going to be on Friday. My birthday. Oh, guys. In a couple hours. All right. Kite is sleeping, but tomorrow is his birthday. I want you guys to go over his channel or go over his Discord. Drop him a DM saying happy birthday. Wish the man, the myth, the legend himself a happy birthday. All right. Kite is the reason why I'm here. Kite is the reason why I got to this point where I am. I owe this man my life. Or not, okay, not actually, I don't owe him my life. I mean, I don't know if I would take a bullet for him. I love him, but there's not too many people to take a bullet for. But I owe everything to this man. So guys, go wish Kite himself a happy birthday. Right? He's the absolute legend. He is the reason why I am here with you guys right now. If it wasn't for him, I don't know where I would be doing. But he's absolutely the man. Go wish him a happy birthday coming up here on November 8th. And then a couple days after, it's mine. So, happy birthday to me. Cheers. I'm jobless. No, I'm kidding. if he streams. If not, guys, his Discord's in the description. DM him. Should we play Wordle? I'm gonna take a page out of Kite's book. I'm actually decent at this game. I'm not the best, but yeah. I'm gonna play some Wordle. I'm gonna take a page out of Kite's book here, just because I have fun watching him do it. So you guys can watch me struggle. Let me pull up chat on a separate window. There we go. All right, Marshwood, I'm dedicating the first one to you. I'm gonna go with Marsh. Terrible start. Absolute terrible start. There's no M. There's no A. There's no S. Every single word I can think of has one of these letters in it. I was gonna say music. I was thinking rhythm. All right. No, wait. Is rhythm ruler? I can't. Cloud? Wow, this is terrible, guys. Wow, I'm lost for... Wow, I'm stuck here, guys. Two, at least, like, if I can get like some sort of like at least a couple letters in. Sorry, man, I suck at Wordle. Try enter. Okay. Well, I gotta change the setting because this thing always high contrast mode. All right, so the E and the N are there, but they're in different spots. All right, this helps me. Yeah, it's got to be a vowel in there somewhere. Not the first. I have an idea. Binge? Okay, we're on to something. There's got to be a B. All these letters are in it. Bitch. It's an absolute tough one. There's a G, there's an O. Begin? We got it. Vihin. Unfortunately, it was begin. I'm not as good at kites sometimes. Sometimes I get it like spot on. Like, it was funny because I actually sent him. It's a couple. Oh, mistype. I got you. I'll show you guys the DMs. Is there anything that's incriminating? No. I sent Kite like pictures of like me doing it while he was playing it. And I was like, oh, I got it. Wait, it's just, oh yeah, it's the same picture. Pretty funny. $69 triple X free. Oh god, this is the first time I've actually got something in spam. Let's report. Wow, this is the first time I've ever had pornography. Okay. I user on this channel banned. You know, I just realized, Josh, are you still in here, bud? Let me know if you are. All right, let's see. Guys, if you have any questions for me, please shoot your shot. We're here to hang out. I got nothing else going on. Ha, I got nothing. It's all right. I pretty much almost failed. The fact that I picked 2 words with a decent amount of vowels in them, and I didn't get anything, I'm like, holy crap. Guys, I'm so sorry. Like, I know I'm not the most fun sometimes. I gotta figure out something to do on stream. You know what? Now I know I have like the guitar stuff and all that, but I feel like a lot of you guys don't like this type of music that I play. So unfortunately, I'll dedicate. I should, you know, maybe I'll do that now that I have more time. Maybe I'll make a second channel, or I'll start like a Twitch channel to where I just primarily do stuff. Maybe once in a while I'll do the music stuff on here. I'm actually in the process of writing another song. I think this is the furthest I've ever gotten as far as pushing an idea. So I'm actually pretty excited for it. The problem I have an entire folder of stuff that I have just written, like written riffs, written ideas. But the problem is I get so far and then I have a very hard time completing it and putting everything together. So it just ends up being riffs, and eventually like I take stuff from other things that I found, and I have found a way to make it work. But it's hard for me to, and I'm also like a one-man band too. Like I'm not sitting here, I don't have a band with me. So it's hard for me to kind of get ideas, bounce ideas off. You know, we have a really good, solid group of guys who share the same music style as you, who like the same kind of music, we're very skillful. Like, you know, I'm pretty good. I'm not the best, but like with practice and stuff, I can get a lot better. So I need to find guys who are on my level. It's a lot hard. It's pretty hard to find that. So to have like all those like different combinations of people to work with, it'd be a lot easier to write music. But the fact that I'm doing this as one-man band, it's definitely a lot. And like, I talked to someone from one of my most favorite bands of all time. I was fortunate enough to run into him at a restaurant before a show that we were actually going to go see them at. And we're just, you know, Matt Heavey from Trivium, coolest guy one of the coolest guys I've ever met. Very cool, very down to earth, very open. We talked about video games for half the time. I pretty much just asked him, I was like, hey, like, how do you get songs together? And pretty much like he just grabs ideas, bounces them off, and then everyone can just develop off this one idea. He says he has enough stuff to write albums worth of material just on his own, which is insane. Albums. I probably could put like maybe 2 albums together. He probably has a stupid amount of dedicated music that he can write for himself. So maybe I'll just like do that to where I'll just stream. You know, obviously I don't want to bombard you guys with just music and crypto, and you know, I want to kind of keep everything in one lane. So I might make a second channel. We'll see. I have a lot of ideas for that. We'll kind of see how that develops in the future. But you know, I'm obviously trying to focus on growing this channel more. But yeah, sorry, I'm just going a little rant there. But I'll figure out something to do. I feel like everyone and their mother plays video games, and to be honest, I'm not that good. I'm decent. I used to be a lot better when I was like, you know, 16, 17. I used to be that kid on Call of Duty who just, wasn't that good. I was still pretty good at Call of Duty, but I wasn't amazing. I'm getting older now. I definitely can't keep up with the kids now. Some people sweat in those type of games. Like I personally like Battlefield more. I bought the new Call of Duty. Story mode is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like it brings you back to like the old days. You know, back in Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty World at War. Those are peak Call of Duty years. You know, I was fortunate enough to be a teenager when those games came out, so I got to experience the best Call of Duty games of all time. So, is my stream good? Yeah, we're still here. Sorry, my YouTube was being weird. So I was fortunate enough to be, you know, playing peak era for Call of Duty. I'll fight anyone to the grave who says otherwise. Everything else is junk. Eventually move over to the Battlefield. Battlefield shit too, but it's not as bad as Call of Duty. So I pretty much just play Battlefield now. I don't want to be like every other YouTuber and just stream video games. So I feel like it'd be something a little different, but at the same time, I feel like it's such like metal and all that stuff. Metal music is like very, very niche. So I feel like a lot of you guys would enjoy as much as I would like. Bitcoin up on 20,650. My friend, I think that's a little bit too small of a time frame. I mean, I do see what you're talking about. Like, you know, there is a setup, but unfortunately that is too small for me, my friend. That's too small for me. If you're going to try to take a long, wait a little bit more for like a setup like this to form, something like that, maybe I'd consider it. Call of Duty 2 was the best of all time. See, Call of Duty, the thing was, like, I love Call of Duty 2. Don't get me wrong. The problem is, I really love that game, but I really love like Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare was like the first to like have a very successful campaign along with online gameplay. The Call of Duty 2 was an amazing game, but for me, Call of Duty Modern Warfare is the best because just as a package, that game was absolutely phenomenal. But I'm also Battlefield since Battlefield 2. See, I started with Battlefield Bad Company 1. Battlefield Bad Company 2 is the best first-person shooter of all time. I will fight anyone on that. Bad Company 2 is the best of all time. Battlefield 3 was a close second. Battlefield 2 is actually my top 5. I would say it's number 4 for me. But that's just me, though. Banca Piva, let me know if I'm right. Like I said, just keep an eye out on a setup like this. To me personally, that's too small of a time frame. Let's see. I opened short from 200505. Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, Banca, that's too small of a time frame. I'm short, but I didn't show you guys this. I am so fucking sorry. Sorry for the language. I'm from where I'm from, like we curse like sailors. So guys, please forgive me. I'm short off of this setup here. I'm short personally, Banca, from 211105. That's the place for me to short. Let's see. Let's hope they do a Bad Company sequel. Alan Clark, I've been praying for that. But EA has been absolutely terrible. Terrible garbage. What they should have done, you want to know how you absolutely destroy Call of Duty, is you remaster Bad Company 2. Don't do this bullshit, this BS where they just add like little parts of it like they did in Portal in 2042. So don't get me wrong, I absolutely love playing Portal mode in 2042 because you can play the Bad Company 2 maps with Bad Company 2 guns. But you should make, if you want to absolutely destroy Call of Duty, you should have remade that game like maybe 5 years after it came out. You would have absolutely wiped the floor with them. And I don't know why they never did. I don't know why they, instead of Hardline was garbage. You just should have made Bad Company 2 remastered or Bad Company 3. I'm so mad they stopped doing that. That's one of the biggest disappointments in gaming history. One of the biggest. There's arguments for other things, but in my opinion, that's one of the biggest losses in gaming history. Oh shit, I just realized something. Ah, fuck. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm cursing like a sailor. I'm so sorry. I just need to draw something out. I gotta let the community know that I'm longing ADA. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just getting my information out. Let's see. And guys, like I said, it's not necessary, but if you guys want to get first access, because I always take care of my group first. So if you guys want first access to see what I'm doing in real time, and those who are here, you guys got it first. Unfortunately, I was too busy in the zone. I'm sorry you had to hear that. Let's see, taking this along off of ADA. If you guys are interested, you guys do get first access to my calls on my Discord. Links in the description. Not required, but it would support me and support the channel. I turned off my AC. I'll be right back. Fortunately, I wish I had a remote for it. I could just sit there and click it off. I have to get up. Let's see. Oh god, I'm tired though. How long have we been going on here for? Let's see. Hour 20. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, actually. Now that I have more time to do things, I'm going to figure out a way to make things a little bit more interesting on the channel. I got to think of some stuff. Maybe I'll game. Who knows? Maybe I'll just fall into the crowd. I don't want to do that. Until we get a little bit more of a viewer base here, I definitely will be, and maybe I'll change streaming times. That'll work too. I know you guys, a decent amount of my viewership comes from, you know, across the pond over in the UK and Europe. I could maybe know if I'm wrong, but based on my demographic of what I see on the stats, it seems like a majority of you who watch do come from the other side of the ocean. So maybe I'll stream at a time where it's more convenient for everyone else. Let me know what you guys think. I know it's a little bit late for some of you. If you guys are here and it's late for you, you guys don't have to be here. I really do appreciate every single one of you who are stopping by, saying hello, asking good questions, showing support. It really does mean the absolute world to me. Yeah. So hopefully, I'll definitely will consider that. I have a lot of things to think about, and we did definitely taking the time to do that over the next couple days. So we'll see how things go. All right, folks. I gotta also work on an outro too. All right, folks. Thank you guys so much. I love every single one of you. Yep, it's 1:18 here. For a bit earlier would be great. Absolutely, Alan. Like I said, I know it's late. Thank you so much for stopping by. Now that I have a little bit more free time, I will absolutely start streaming earlier. I'm gonna probably aim for like UK time. I feel like 6-7 o'clock UK time will be good. We'll have to see. But Alan, thank you so much for stopping by. Bonka, thank you for asking good questions. Marshman44, you're the man. I appreciate you for stopping by. I'm gonna try to make sure I don't miss anyone. Alan, I would talk to Farshad if you're still here. Thank you so much. G Nashi, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Josh V, you the man. If any of you guys are still here, FOMO Joe, thank you so much for stopping by, saying hello, dropping great words of support. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. I'm looking forward to this journey. Hopefully you guys can join me. If not, all good. And hopefully you guys can make some money on the way. So guys, I'm excited. I'm very fucking scared. I'm actually beyond scared, but I'm very excited. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Maybe I'll stream more often. I don't know. I have to think about a couple things, but thank you guys again so much. I appreciate the support from every single one of you. Until then, I'll just catch you guys on the next stream. Be good, be safe. Now you know the plan. Now you know what the levels to look out for. Create an appropriate plan. Make the great trades. Do well. Use good risk management. I promise you guys, we do all right. All right, folks. Love you. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.